Hi everyone, my name is Shalindu and I have been joined by one of the bright young colleague of mine, Ganesh. And today what we want to show you is that though a lot of integration are periodic and they need to be periodic, but there are few integration that need to be real time. And we had one such case that I and Ganesh you know uh, worked on. That was regarding SAP S/4HANA and Zoho CRM integration, and the business case was such that it required a real-time integration. So this is what we wanted to, showcase that how we leveraged Appsi Connect, which is low-code platform, and we were able to achieve this integration, which was absolutely like real-time. So having given this context, I would like to just take a moment and discuss why some integration process need to be real time, whereas other need to be periodic, right? I would say that in my experience, a lot of things are moving to SaaS-based offerings. Cloud Salesforce was one such pioneer in moving to SaaS, but now a lot of applications have become a SaaS-based offering. And what comes as an integration challenge is that all these platforms have their throttling and API limits. Now, in this case, it makes sense to leverage the most out of one integration call. So, which means that if you can sync a batch of record, it is better, right? And that has been primary driver of why we go for a lot of periodic sync. I would say that probably in our experience, if there are 10 endpoints in a typical customer, we would see like 8 of them being periodic. However, there are few business cases which need absolutely real-time sync, as I was telling before. These are specifically transactions. So all your master data can be periodic. That's fine. But processes like generation of a quotation or an order, right? They need to be real time because maybe a customer is there on call with the sales rep, right? And he would want to know how much would a particular product cost him, right? Or maybe somebody's placing an order and he's absolutely punching that order on a platform and he's expecting the order number back. So in these cases, these kind of endpoint need to be real time. And this is exactly the business case that we had in one of our customers. I would probably not name them. Let's call them ABC. And they were using SAP S4 HANA as the ERP application, and Zoho CRM was being used by the sales rep. And the company had a strict first come first serve policy. So what that meant was, if a customer is placing an order and there's a limited stock of certain product, the customer who is placing an order would obviously get a preference. This company also had a bad experience some time back because the sales rep, although they committed some orders to customer, they had to call back and cancel because of limited availability. So that was primary driver to actually achieve a real time sync for this particular case. So when the sales rep were actually going to Zoho CRM and putting in their sales order, they would actually wanting to know what the SAP order number was for that particular Zoho order. So this is what we wanted to show today. Hey Ganesh, welcome. Do you want to take over and maybe run us through how we achieved this?
Yeah, yes, Shailen. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to showcase some demonstration on this real-time order sync process. So before go to the demonstration, first I'm going to give you an overview about how exactly this real-time order sync works. So for this, to configure this real-time order sync, we have created one workflow here in Zoho CRM. It actually triggers whenever order get created, and this is how workflow looks like. Whenever that order get created and it triggers that actual webhook. In this webhook, we have provided our real-time process flow URL. So let's go for this. First, let's go for real-time process flow here. So this is how the process flow looks like, and here we see the start, Zoho CRM mapper, and SAP ECC like that. These are all nodes here, and we can easily create the process flow by simply drag and drop these applications and by uh, integrate easily.
So
So
primarily,
here,
Ganesh, this is like a a flow chart, just like how we create a flow chart. And then if I have to explain this flow chart that Ganesh created, so primarily, every time an order is getting created, on Zoho and the SAP order number is blank, Zoho is pushing this information to this process flow, which is the first node that you see. And then what AppSeconnect is doing is that in the second node, which is the mapper, it is making that data understandable by SAP and getting the order created in SAP. And then what Ganesh is also doing is that once the order is getting created in SAP, he is relaying the SAP order number, the SAP order total value, and certain attributes back to Zoho CRM. So again, he has to make a transformation from SAP information to Zoho understandable format. So that is why you have the second mapper node there.
yeah, that's right. So, okay, then this is actually how this process flow works. So let's go for demonstration here. For this, I'm going to create one order in CRM. Going to create one order here and make this subject of this order is vitamin bottles, and I'm going to select that vitamin shop customer, and I'm going to take one product that is vitamin C of quantity 1. Let me save this order here.
So just to save time, like what Ganesh has also done is that although account and prices that you see here, these are like actually coming from SAP, but that is actually part of a different sync process. So we'll cover it in some other video. But right now, what he's doing is he's using those integrated records which are coming from SAP, and he's creating a new order.
So actually the process is whenever this order get created, it triggers that workflow in the background, and workflow triggers this our real-time process flow and creates that order in SAP. So whenever that order get created, that order number, the respective order number which is saved in SAP is stored in SAP order number, and order total is order total is populated in this field, and the status is changed to single with SAP. So let me refresh the page. So as you can see here, the order get created in SAP with the number of 15950, and here you see the status is changed to synced with SAP, and here is the total sum of this order, that is $35. So let's go to this order 15950 in SAP.
So it's just like creating the order and then just refreshing the screen on Zoho, and then you have the SAP details out there, right, Ganesh?
Yeah, yes, Shelan.
Okay.
So within fractional seconds, the order get created in SAP and sync back also there. Let's go to this order, and the order number is 15950. So here is the order, and this is sold to party and ship to party customers. And here the PO number, this is actually the Zoho ID. And this is the product where I added in Zoho CRM 100 of 100. And the quantity of the product is 1. And the total price of that order is 35 USD.
Perfect.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
let's go to this. So the total sum of this order is $35. Yeah.
Great.
What you share?
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks for that, Ganesh. So based on this, actually, there are few questions, or rather I would say frequently asked question. I'm just going to share my screen back. And we just want to cover this section very quickly. So first is that, we have what happens if SAP S4 HANA is down for maintenance, like, because in that case, your workflow, how would that work, Ganesh?
Yeah, so this is an interesting question. So Whenever that S4HANA is down, there is a sync down in this real time also. So at that time, we have configured that periodic level process flow also. This will cover background real time orders and sync those orders to SAP.
Great. So basically, all your real-time integration is backed up by a periodic integration as well, just in case SAP goes down, the message does not get relayed. So it kind of picks up those failure records and also sync it back with SAP, right?
Yeah.
So second question is, how does it work? How different is AppSec Connect integration compared to SAP CPI? So SAP CPI is basically SAP's own cloud integration platform and become very popular. Now the difference with AppSec Connect is that SAP AppSec Connect takes care of a lot of things like throttling, acting as a firewall for all your external world. So if you are using SAP CPI or any other integration platform which resides in your network, or even if it's like your cloud offering, um, the difference with AppSec Connect is that AppSec Connect can actually throttle all your external world APIs, and also AppSec Connect has ready-made packages for many such integration. So without overloading your infrastructure, without loading your resources or your manpower, you can achieve a lot of integration which are supported out of the box. Zoho CRM being one of such offering. The second side of story is that there are Zoho partners whom we work with very closely. So those Zoho partners, even though they do not know, for example, SAP S4HANA or Microsoft Dynamics, they're able to execute these integration projects with ease because this is a ready-made package and they are able to leverage our standardized solutions to do a lot of integration. So that is basically, how easy is it to actually do integration using AppSec Connect. The third question is, what CRM or applications can you integrate SAP S4HANA in real-time fashion? So it actually depends a lot on the platform capabilities as well. For example, like when Ganesh was showing, how workflow can be set up and a webhook can be set up in Zoho, right? If that application has that capability, we would be able to integrate like platforms real time in SAP S4HANA. So some of the other applications that we did real time integration with also include like Salesforce, Shopify. So these are evolved platforms which can support real time integration. However, what we always suggest is that we need to respect the API limits. So while designing the the real time calls, we also have to take care of this fact that we have to estimate how many real time calls do we make in a day or in an hour, and that has to fall within a respectable limit so that we are not over exceeding those API calls to these platforms. So I think this is what we had to cover today. Thank you so much for joining us, and really thank Ganesh for showing that crisp demonstration of that real-time sync process.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.